Hi, my name is Taru Carter, and this is the week one project for CS 277 from Citrus College. Here in the hierarchy, we have our main things. We have our main camera. We have our background, which is comprised of the background, the ground, the left wall and right wall of my game. Here we have the player, which has a ground check and a wall check attached to the player. Put a couple of planks in there, have these things that are called spikes, and then we have our collectible pickups. I've opened up all the asset folders so that you can see what's inside of those. I'm going to move down here to the script, and the first script over here is going to be the camera follow script, which is what we've used for most of our games, with the exception this one actually follows the player, and my game goes upwards instead of from side to side. The next one is the rotator script, which I've put a rotational spin on the collectible coins that I've created throughout the game. Moving on to the player script. This is where the bulk of my script is. Scroll up to the top. We have our public variables, our private variables that I placed up here. In the void start function, we're going to get our rigid body and get our animator. We basically have assigned what the ground is. We also have given access to the horizontal keys, moving our player left and right. Scroll down a little bit here. We have making sure that our character is grounded, and we have pressed a key to allow us to jump. And then it will let us know if we are on the ground. Initiate our jump, and it'll set those triggers true or false accordingly. Moving down, we have our sliding function here. Same thing where initiate the slide. It'll let you know whether you are sliding, setting it to true or false. And then we have our flip function, which basically grabs our rigid body. And if the X value is greater than 0 and it is not facing right, we are to flip it so that it is facing right, because we're going in a positive direction. If we have an else if statement that says that our rigid body velocity is less than 0, which is a negative, and we are facing right, we are in turn to flip our character, which means we will be now facing to the left, which is the negative value in regards to the transform. In regards to the transform on the Unity. We also have a wall slide function that I've created and a wall jump function that I've created, which are also down here. Move on down. And then lastly, I have a private void on trigger enter to the, which I've set up with the collectibles, which I call pickups, and to set them to false once I've collected them. Let's jump on over here to Unity, and I will go ahead and maximize the screen and play and try to reach the top, showing you all the features. We have our jump feature, and I can start sliding with our player, jump back into running, and then we'll slide under the spike strip here. Moving on up, let's see if we can make it to the top, jump over these spike strips. Let's see here. And we have a full wall sliding feature. Let's see if we can do a couple of wall jumps here. Yes, got it. And now this portion here, you have to wall jump in order to make it to the top. There we go. And let's continue on. Made this game a little bit longer than my last game, just to try to spruce it up a little bit. Let's make it all the way to the top. Get over here, and we're gonna just slide under the spike strip here. I like cool sliding uphill motion. Sliding up here, do a wall jump. Let's get these coins here. And here we go. Jump over here. Now we have to do some cool wall jumping to get us up to the top. Jumping up the wall. And we've made it to the top, which is the end of our game. Thank you for watching.